So, ResearchKit. So, hi, I think I've met pretty much everybody here, but I'm Greg Schwartz, and thanks to a buddy of mine named Ilya at Apple, I had got to talk to someone on the ResearchKit team. So you've probably seen the news. Apple's working with hospitals and universities to release apps that'll dramatically increase the size of studies that they've been doing. And people have been really excited, and I've been wondering, that's great, but what is ResearchKit and how do we use it? So when I finally got this woman on the phone, I asked, I'm part of the community, the quantified self community, how can we get involved? I've seen the apps, but can we use ResearchKit? And what is ResearchKit? So ResearchKit is literally tech to answer a question. It's not necessarily for the programmers. It's not like a UI kit library you import. It's any code. And it doesn't have to be a published study. It can be 5 friends working on figuring out an allergy that they all share and not publishing the data. But they like published studies. What ResearchKit is not is anything with ads. You cannot have ads if you have ResearchKit tech in there, and you cannot sell the data to a third party. And she was really specific about that. So again, ResearchKit is shared code. So one of the apps that's gotten a lot of press is the Parkinson's app. It's got this tapping test. That's something they're going to share. It's got a microphone where they do some analysis. That's something they're going to share. And it could even be code that encourages social engagement, which she said actually one developer is working on. Really, it's just they want contributions from the whole community, and they want to be able to share them. Excuse me. So an example, let's say we wanted to test the accuracy of a wearable. Here's one. Gary has one. We all have a lot of them. Build a test where you hop for 30 seconds and then go through HealthKit, pull the data in, and those things could be shared. And then figure out, okay, send that to our servers. That's actually one of the other interesting things. Apple is not the intermediary. It doesn't have to go to researchkit.apple.com and then you pull your data out of a repository. No. It just goes to your stuff. It's a normal app. Excuse me. And there's no IRB for those of us who know what that means. It is open source, as they've said. The open source is coming soon. She said it would be very soon and did not say when that would be. Anyone will be able to use it. They plan to have an interface for browsing and searching the contributions, although she didn't say exactly what that would be either. I also asked, can you say using ResearchKit or powered by ResearchKit or anything like that? And she said, yes, using ResearchKit is totally okay. You can put that in your news, your press releases, your app names, whatever you want. So, okay, that's great. So what does Apple want to see? Everything. She just kind of said like this and this and this and this and this. And then I said, great, anything specific? And she said, yeah, mental health would be interesting. So well-being, mood scope is not here, but all of those, might want to know about that. They also really, really liked sharing. And, that was literally a quote from her. Apple will actually be creating a blog to allow people to contribute posts about how they're using ResearchKit. So here's the best part. You want to run a study, you want to find out what they have available, you want to get involved in this, email them. And she is the one who is going to be responding to your email, so you will get an answer. Even better, she also said, are you interested in being matched with professors or universities who want to run studies and want tech help? Email her, because she is happy to play matchmaker. If you say, I'm interested in diabetes, talk to 5 different people who want to do diabetes stuff but are not engineers. So, questions?
What's her name again?
I actually don't think I can say. That's why I did not say that specifically. But she told me specifically she personally receives the emails to researchkit@apple.com, and she said, I will absolutely respond. So it's not, here's a 30-person Apple team who might answer you. Any other?
What was the definition of the word shared?
So
Repeat the question.
Yeah, thank you. What was the definition of the word share? It is not, again, ResearchKit is not something you have to share the data, but they were really excited about, if you want to share it, we'd love to help you share that, because they want to get the good PR out of, these are cool things being done with ResearchKit. So it could be any amount of sharing, and there doesn't seem to be, one of the things I heard hinted was Apple would have some global database you could share the data to. I haven't heard anything about that. It sounds like that was a misinterpretation from reporters, but I could be wrong.
How do you think this changes the normal, how people use, like, for Parkinson's, for instance? How do you think that's going to change that doctor education apps? How do you think that's going to change?
So I would actually defer that answer to if you go on the App Store and you look in, I think it's featured, they have a 4-ish minute video about ResearchKit, and they basically give a good answer to that. It's basically normal medical studies. They talk to people once a year or twice a year, and that's about it. And this is something they could literally send a survey every single day. When they said that, I kind of went, that's not going to get a lot of good responses. But okay, fine. It's an interesting avenue that doesn't exist right now. And it can target, I think somebody on the video said they send out 40,000 messages, letters. Well, I don't know what those are, but letters. And they get 400 responses. So this is multiple orders of magnitude, it sounds like, better response rates. In the back?
So you said, is there actually kind of curating entries, even though it's an open API, open platform, and then curate the research?
No. So they're definitely not getting in and saying, like, you know, oh, you want to work on sleep? You can't work on sleep. They're basically saying this is open source code, do whatever you want with it. What you might have heard as curation is if you are interested in helping, they will match make you. But they're not going to say, like, oh, you can't do that. Does that make sense?
That's great news,
Yeah. I think that's it.
Greg.